In the labyrinthine alleys of Chronos City, where clock towers chimed in dissonant harmonies and streetlamps flickered with trapped lightning, there stood a tea house no one could find unless they'd lost something irreplaceable. Its sign read, "The Steeping Hour, Brews for the Brokenhearted." Mira, the tea house's young proprietress, served more than tea. She sold temporal blends, leaves harvested from the Chronica Orchid, a flower that bloomed only in the cracks between seconds. Each brew allowed a single sip of time travel, a fleeting return to a moment the drinker longed to change. But the cost was steep. For every second rewound, a memory of equal weight vanished. Mira's rule was ironclad: no revisiting love. Love, she'd learned, was a tempest even time couldn't tame. The first customer one rain-slicked evening, a man stumbled in, his coat singed and eyes wild. Kale, a firefighter who'd failed to save his squad from a collapsing factory. He slammed a pocket watch on the counter, a family heirloom, its gears rusted to stillness. "Take it," he begged. "Let me go back. Just 5 minutes." Mira steeped a resin of regret, its aroma sharp as gunpowder. "This will erase 5 minutes of your happiest memory. Are you prepared to lose it?" He drank. The tea house dissolved. Mira watched as Kale lunged into the past, shouting warnings his younger self couldn't hear. His squad escaped, but when he returned, he stared at Mira blankly. Who are you? The memory he'd lost. The day his daughter was born. The second customer, a girl named Lyra, arrived, her wrists bandaged, clutching a faded concert ticket. "I need to undo this," she whispered, revealing scars that hummed a fractured lullaby. Mira brewed shade bloom tea, its steam curling into ghostly sheet music. "This will take you to the night you gave up singing. But you'll forget the reason why." Lyra sipped. She stood in a moonlit auditorium, her younger self trembling backstage. "Sing," present Lyra urged. But past Lyra fled, still shackled by stage fright. Returning, Lyra wept. "I'm still afraid. But now," Mira said gently, "you've forgotten who made you afraid." The memory of her abusive mentor, gone. The third customer, him. Elias, Mira's first love, walked in. 10 years had sculpted him into a stranger, but his smile still unraveled her. He carried a dried chrysanthemum, the one she'd given him the night he vanished. "I need to return to our last moment," he said. "To explain why I left." Mira's hands shook. Elias didn't recognize her own price for rewinding time to erase their breakup. She'd forgotten his face, his voice, but not the ache. "The blend you need doesn't exist," she lied. "Liar." He gripped her wrist. "I've spent a decade hunting this place. I know you can bend time." Mira brewed the forbidden tea, eternal amber, a blend that could rewrite any moment. But its cost? All memories of the one you love. The storm as Elias drank, the tea house quaked. Chronos City's clocks froze. The Chronica Orchid withered, its petals scattering into hours, its roots tearing holes in time. Mira and Elias stood in their past, a rain-soaked bridge, her younger self shouting, "If you leave, don't come back." Elias gripped his younger self's shoulders. "Stay." But the past fractured. Mira's younger self turned to her, eyes widening. "What did you do?" The city above splintered, buildings melting into eras, citizens aging and unaging. The tea house's walls peeled away, revealing the temporal weave, a tapestry of all time, now fraying. The sacrifice to mend the weave. Mira had to choose. Let Elias stay in the past, erasing her own existence. Sever the timeline, trapping Chronos City in chaos. Drink the eternal amber herself, forgetting Elias forever. She chose none. Instead, she smashed the teacup. Some moments shouldn't be changed. Time recoiled. The weave stitched itself. Elias remembered nothing. The epilogue, the steeping hour, still stands, but Mira serves only nowhere tea, a blend that numbs the past. Elias visits often, drawn by a ghost of a feeling he can't name. And in the tea house's attic, the Chronica Orchid grows anew, its petals etched with the words, "The bravest thing is to leave the hourglass undone."